am Afreen Abnas. Welcome to Weekly Sports News. Let's go through the headlines first. Portland Track Festival, Avinash Sable finishes second in first steeplechase race of the year. Sumit Nagal wins career's 6th ATP Challenger tennis title. Annu Rani finishes second in the javelin throw at Strasbourg Athletics meet. News in detail. India's Avinash Sable finished second in the men's 3000 meter steeplechase event at the Portland Track Festival Athletics meet held at the Mount Hood Community College in Portland, USA. India's Sanjeevani Jadhav, meanwhile, won the women's 10,000 meter event, while Parul Chowdhury finished third in the women's 3000 meter steeplechase race. It was his first 3000 meter steeplechase race of the 2024 athletics season. Avinash Sable clocked 8 minutes 21.85 seconds to finish behind the United States of America's Kenneth Brooks. The Commonwealth Games silver medalist competed in 2 events in California prior to the Portland meet, but only ran in the 5000 meter and 10,000 meter events. Sable, the reigning Asian Games champion, holds a personal best of 8 minutes 11.20 seconds in the 3000 meter steeplechase, which is also the standing Indian national record. Asian Championships bronze medalist Sanjeevani Jadhav finished first in women's 10,000 meter after clocking 32 minutes 22.77 seconds, a shade under her personal best of 32 minutes 21.76 seconds achieved in California back in March this year. Reigning Asian Games champion Parul Chowdhury was also in action at the Portland meet. She finished third in the women's 3000 meter steeplechase after clocking 9 minutes 31.38 seconds. The 29-year-old Indian athlete is also the national record holder in women's 3000 meter steeplechase after achieving the mark of 9 minutes 15.31 seconds in Budapest last year. The Indian tennis player beat Switzerland's Alexander Richard in a 3-set thriller to bag the men's singles crown at the Heilbronn Neckar Cup in Germany. This was the 6th ATP Challenger triumph of Nagal's career and the second of the year after the Chennai Open crown on home soil earlier this year. The Indian tennis player Sumit Nagal, ranked 95th in the men's singles world rankings, beat world number 184 Alexander Richard of Switzerland in 3 sets in the final that lasted 2 hours and 22 minutes. The 26-year-old Nagal, who is currently the best-ranked Indian singles player, has won 4 ATP Challenger titles since 2023, and the win in Heilbronn was his 4th title on clay tennis courts. It was Nagal who began the final on a positive note. He seized a 4-0 lead early in the first set and gave his opposition a tough time. Seeded third, Nagal continued to dominate. The final set saw both players going toe-to-toe to take charge early on. Nagal, however, broke his opponent to take a 4-2 lead. Although his Swiss opponent pulled one back to make it 4-3 and saved 3 match points in the final game, Nagal eventually wrapped up the match. India's Annu Rani finishes second in the women's javelin throw event at the Strasbourg Athletics meet held in France. In her 4th competition of the 2024 athletics season, Annu Rani registered a best effort of 57.48 meter with her final attempt. This was the reigning Asian Games javelin champion's 3rd successive second place finish in Europe this season. The 31-year-old Indian athlete started her 2024 season last month in Germany with a best throw of 60.68 meter at the high-low javelin meeting in Offenburg. Although she finished 6th in that meet, the throw remains her season's best effort. The Commonwealth Games bronze medalist has a personal best of 63.82 meter, which she achieved at the Indian Open Javelin Throws competition in 2022. It is also the women's javelin throw national record. The Paris Olympics entry standard for women's javelin throw is set at 64 meters, which Annu hasn't been able to achieve yet. However, she is currently ranked 18th in the women's javelin throw road to Paris rankings. The top 32 athletes will secure a quota for the upcoming Summer Games by the time the Olympic athletics qualification window ends on June 30. Now it's time for sports in shorts. Carlos Alcaraz is the king of Roland Garros The 21-year-old Spaniard became the youngest man to win a major across all three tennis surfaces, claiming the French Open singles crown. Alcaraz has rode to perfect a score of 3-0 in major finals, adding his win in Paris on clay to his US Open triumph in 2022 and Wimbledon last year. The second Hockey India Sub-Junior Men's and Women's South Zone Championship will be held from July 19 to 25 at the new hockey stadium, Kollam. The live telecast of the championship will be available on Kerala Olympic Association's YouTube channel, Kerala Olympic. US tennis superstar Coco Gauff has become the youngest player in 19 years to win both a singles and doubles Grand Slam title. It is Gauff's first Grand Slam title in doubles, having lost the finals at the 2022 French Open and the 2021 US Open. Rohan Bopanna and Sumit Nagal secured Paris 2024 Olympics quota for India in tennis through their ATP rankings in doubles and singles respectively. That's all for last week. See you next time with more sports news. This is me, Afreen Abnas in Weekend Sports News. Catch us every week. Don't miss the action.